Okay, so the first thing I'll do is open up the sidebar, and here is the actual website. So the next thing we need to do is we need to convert this for WordPress. Now we're going to convert this for the Elementor page builder. So right now it's using HTML, but I wanted to utilize the Elementor page builder and utilize the elements. So we're going to do that. Now going back to the Evernote link that I gave you all earlier, this is in the video description. So I showed you all how to prompt the actual website, but now we're going to import it. So now we're going to actually import this for WordPress. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy all this. Okay, and then we're going to head back to Claude. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and close all this. I don't really need all this open here. So I'm going to go ahead and close this sidebar as well. And I'm going to paste this message in here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to create a new menu for the pages created for this design. Make sure also to set the home page. I want you to take this design and convert it for the Elementor page builder for WordPress. Make sure to use the native Elementor elements and not HTML widgets. For those people who have tried to do this before, if you don't instruct Claude to utilize the elements, it's going to just give you all these random blocks of HTML. It's going to be terrible. So make sure that you do use this same prompt. We have installed the novamirror plugin to help you understand how to use the Elementor elements better. Now, novamirror not only connects your website, but it also teaches Claude about the elements to help it utilize the elements on your websites. Now, the next prompt is for XPro. Next, use XPro to create the header and footer. This plugin allows you to build a custom header and footer with Elementor. Make sure to save the header and footer template in the XPro library so I can customize them later. Now, I had some issues with XPro. Sometimes it'll actually make it in the database and it won't put it in the actual templates. It will still create the header for you, but it doesn't put it exactly where I want. And if that replicates, then you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, the last step is use WPForms as the contact form for the contact page. Now, one important thing here is at the bottom. You want to insert your URL for your new domain. So mine was Wilson Vegas, right? Let's go ahead and double check. Okay, so my domain is wilsonvegas.com. I'm actually surprised nobody took that domain. I got lucky, I guess, you know. So let's go back to Claude. Now make sure that you put HTTPS. The reason why is if you put www.com, you know, the problem is it might install it into the wrong directory. So you want to make sure that you put HTTPS so it installs the actual website onto your SSL. So once you enter in this prompt, I think we're ready to go. Let's now run this prompt. So now what Claude's gonna do here is gonna take our bare bone HTML website and it's gonna convert it for the Elementor page builder for WordPress. Now one thing also, on your very first attempt, it's going to ask you for permission. So make sure that you do click always allow. Now, Claude also acknowledged that novamirror is installed with full access, and this is good because now they can understand our website better. They also want to execute more abilities, so just make sure that you select always allow. Now, quick note here. Now, in this specific case of using this prompt, it actually said, you know what, which one should we pick? All I did was instruct it to do the same instructions, and I just added, have the novamirror plugin help you. And after that, it's like, oh wait, yeah, I understand the plugin helps us. So sometimes Claude doesn't understand that novamirror can teach the AI how to use the elements. So if that ever happens to you, just go ahead and repeat the actual prompt and just tell it to use a novamirror plugin to help you. This only happened to me probably once out of 10 times using this prompt. So it may happen to some people, but I realize when prompting, some people may get different results from one another. All right, and after waiting about, I'd say it waited about a solid 12 minutes, it now finished the websites. So you're gonna see that it actually built it through the native Elementor elements. You'll see that, you know, it was working on it, and then it gave me some heads up saying, hey, some parts didn't really work out too much. You might wanna touch it up and fix it, but let's just take a look here and see what they have done. And here we go. So we got our AI website. Now it's not perfect, but we're gonna make some tweaks and we're gonna make this look amazing. Now our header's missing, and that's a very common problem, and I'll walk you through how to fix that. Now scrolling down, you'll see that there's some minor things that we need to do. Now what I noticed about Claude is Claude doesn't know how to properly wrap elements, and it's literally one option in the Flexbox setting, and I'll show you how to fix it in just a bit. Here you'll see that this section looks good, except for this part, no problem. Scrolling down, same issue is that we just need to take off the wrap. And scrolling down here, you can see that the content is down here, and that's because we just need to adjust the Flexbox. And here we have a call to action, and we have no footer at the bottom, no problem. So let's go ahead and first address some of the issues, such as the header and the footer.